Hi, it's Jamie from Jamie Fine Nutrition. How are you today? I just wanted to jump on here and talk about flexibility in the kitchen, okay? So even though you may plan in advance, and I do advocate that on a regular basis, of planning some of your week in advance and keeping ingredients in the house so you know what you're doing, it makes it easier to have it ready on time. But sometimes your time gets crunched or the weather outside or you get busy, caught up doing something else. So I just want to tell you today, I got a little caught up with the rain and the dog, and he trucked mud through my whole house, and I got caught on a work call, and I had planned something else for dinner, but I was so freezing when I came back from walking the dog in the rain that I decided, you know what, I'm going to give up on that, and I'm going to just jump in and make something delicious, equally as good, equally as healthy, equally as delicious, but just with some stuff that I had in my pantry. So I can't stress enough how important it is to just keep some things in your refrigerator that you know you can throw together quickly when you're stuck like that. So I had squash and mushrooms in my refrigerator that I was planning to use for something else, but because of the weather and the mud all over my house and me being freezing from walking the dog and I have to go walk him again, I decided I'm going to make a fantastic, delicious butternut squash soup in my Pampered Chef quick cooker. So I was doing that while I was listening to a webinar, so I couldn't really show you while I was doing it, but I will open it up when it's releasing pressure right now. When I'll open it up and show you what it looks like before I puree it. But what I wanted to show you here is that I'm taking this great Pampered Chef saute pan that has the non-stick, but with the grid in it, which makes it really easy to saute things. And I'm just going to turn my burner on right here so that oil can heat up a little. I put a tablespoon of olive oil in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these packages of mixed mushrooms. Now, I like these mixed mushrooms because they have a lot of different textures and it adds a lot to your food. So, hi Debbie, I see that you're watching me. I hope you're all well. I hope you had a nice birthday, and this is a great soup. You'll love it. But anyway, I love these packages of mixed mushrooms. They're kosher, they're OU, and they give nice texture because they're all different mushrooms mixed together, okay? So now that my oil is heating up, I'm just gonna open up these mushrooms. And the reason I'm sauteing the mushrooms is because it makes a very nice topping for the soup, okay? So these are just all different types of mixed mushrooms, and I love them. I buy them at Whole Foods because it saves so much time in chopping them, and they're already kosher and packaged, so I don't have to worry about it. And anyone in my house will eat them, because even my religious relatives, because they have an OU on it, and I don't have to worry. But either way, I'm so glad you're watching my videos every day, Debbie. It really makes me smile. So, okay, so here you go. Now you have this great Pampered Chef saute pot, which I love, and I will tell you more about that another time. But the reason I like it is because it has the non-stick, but with the stainless steel grid in it. So it really keeps the heat of the food, and it really makes, like, if you're doing chicken, I know I posted a long time ago, maybe I should make it again so all my new viewers can see it, but you can make a really awesome chicken dish with this pot, with the chicken and the vegetables, and it really holds the heat well together, and it really caramelizes the chicken cutlets, and it's really delicious too. But today I'm just going to use it for mushrooms. So what I'm doing here, and I'm just going to let these mushrooms sit here and saute until they cook up a bit and release their juices, okay? So I'm going to do that. And then the other thing I want to show you that I'm adding to these mushrooms is I use these herbs de Provence, okay? So you can buy any brand of herbs de Provence that you like, and I'm just going to take it and sprinkle it across the top, okay? So you just sprinkle a little bit of herbs de Provence, and that's fantastic, all right? So that's going to be the mushrooms. I'm going to saute these until it releases all the juices of the mushroom, and then a little bit longer so they get a little crispy. And then what I'm going to do with them is just, when I serve the soup, you'll take a spoonful of the crispy mushrooms and you put it on top of the soup as a garnish. Now you could also use pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds or any other kind of garnish, but I like to put a crispy vegetable garnish on top because I think it's a little healthier, and I think it gives a little more depth to the soup if you're having the butternut squash soup with the crispy mushrooms on top. So my kids like mushrooms, I like mushrooms, we really like that. So that's a good thing to do. So I'm going to puree this soup, and I just want to let you know, again, you can use the Instapot, you can use any pressure cooker. I really like the Pampered Chef micro cooker, but I chopped up those vegetables, and this is how I have to show you that you can really have dinner on the table in 30 minutes or less, okay? It took me 5 minutes to chop up the vegetables while I was watching a video, a webinar for work, and while that was pressurizing. I got my ingredients together for this. This is going to take 5 minutes to cook. And then when you puree the soup, the insert from the Instapot just comes out. You can leave it on the stove warm, and you can just serve it from there. So I'll have my housekeeper will serve the kids later while I'm driving carpool. But this whole gorgeous, really fancy looking soup with sauteed mushrooms will be produced in 30 minutes or less, and it will be healthy and full of nutrients and full of vitamins, full of fiber, and it will be so filling and delicious on this cold, rainy, freezing, raw day outside. And I'm just thinking about how great it's going to be when I get back from walking my dog and I'm freezing. So I'm excited to eat it, and I'm sure my 2 kids who are playing soccer tonight in this god-awful weather will be very happy to have the butternut squash soup also when they come home tonight. So when these mushrooms are done and when the soup is pureed, I will post a picture of it so you can all see how fantastic it looks. And if anybody wants either the products or the recipes, this is what I do. I'm always here with solutions and ideas for eating and cooking healthy so that you can feel happy and healthy, that you feel good, and when you feel good, you will live happy. And I think that all comes from food. So check me out anytime, Jamie Fite Nutrition, and I will post this picture recipe if anybody wants it, and I can post the link again to this pan that I love if anybody wants it, okay? And while I'm sitting at soccer time, I'll scan the recipe in. If anybody wants the recipe, let me know. I'll scan the recipe in. There's no real recipe for the mushrooms. Hi, Leslie. I know you love butternut squash soup. You probably make your own, but this is a good recipe. I'll send it to you. But anyway, mushrooms on top. It's just sauteed, so I'm not going to post the recipe for that. I will post the recipe for the butternut squash soup. Everybody have a fantastic day, okay? Jamie Fite Nutrition. I'll talk to you all later. Gotta run to carpool. Have a good day. Bye.